Taurus, hi. So this is going to be a reading for mid-November 2025. And I'll do the reading for you, and then I'll close it off with a oracle card. And these are general readings, so they may not resonate for all of you. If they do, there is an extended at the end of the video. You can check out the link for that in the description box below if you want. Let's see, Taurus. Alrighty, the overall energy of the reading, the moon. Well, there's some unknown things that may be coming to the surface, or you may not see some things as you move along through this experience that you're having. But starting off the reading, you get the King of Pentacles crossed by the Seven of Cups. I feel like you're facing a couple of choices here, a couple of possibilities. And I don't know what you're doing in regards to that. I just see you standing in front of energies that look like possibilities. In your focus, the Nine of Swords, you look a little stressed out here about something. In the recent past, the Temperance card, why does this feel like a monotone type of not a blah. It's not blah. It's just, life. But it's kind of the same. Same shit, different day type of a deal. Where not a lot went up or down, or just a period of time in which things were just linear. Let's put it that way. Again, I'm not getting a sense of, oh, it was boring, oh, it was not good, oh, it was super good, or it's kind of neutral, as an energy. So, but you're coming from that space into this one, in which all of a sudden you're faced with a lot of potential choices you may have to make. In the Strength card, you get the Ace of Swords, but you're doing it, It's like, doesn't matter if it's going to be challenging, if it's not going to be challenging, if it's going to be this, that, and the other. You're doing it. You're charging. Your energy is definitely charging towards something. In the immediate future, the Knight of Pentacles, you're taking it easy, taking it slow here. Definitely slamming those brakes. Supporting this reading, the Hangman. With this one, you're giving me a sense of trying to be in the present as much as possible with whatever it is that's coming through. But at the same time, you're also giving me a sense of, I wish I didn't have to do a lot of things that now I'm faced with doing, or something like that. Or you're like, oh, can we just go back to simplicity, back to, that neutral tone of things? Because this one kind of picks up your energy. It makes you move. It makes you have to do shit, The energy surrounding you that you may not be aware of it, the Knight of Swords. There's definitely a leaning towards something. So if this is you and you're faced with, let's say, 10 choices, right, that you may have to make, there's a leaning towards one of them, or a couple of them in particular. There's a, is it conscious? Is it not? At some point, it's going to be, let's say, your body moving in a direction, and then you kind of align with that. There's almost like a preference in how you deal with these things. And when, again, one or two or a couple, I don't know how many, but one for sure, there's a preference to that. There's a leaning towards that. And I'm not sure if you're conscious about it 100%. Part of you knows. Part of you definitely knows. It's like, okay, let's say in a group of people that you kind of know all of them, but not very well, there's that leaning towards, I feel like, drawn more to this group of people from the bigger group of people. Like, I feel like I want to be in their presence, or I want to talk to them more. You know what I mean? So it's that type of an energy. In your hopes and fears, the Seven of Wands, you're killing me here. Sometimes your readings are so, like, you're so private, or just not sharing the whole story. You're just kind of throwing things in there, and I'm supposed to pick it up and put it together and make a story. And it's like, dude, you're killing me. You with that one, you're saying I don't want to. I'm like, you don't want to what? There's a lot of things that we don't want to. I don't want to. Okay, you don't want to. Anyways, we'll see what you don't want to, but for the potential outcome, you get the Fool. Yeah, I think by that time that this energy shows up, you'll be able to figure out which direction fits you the best, in all of those things you're being faced with. If right now you're in the stage of leaning towards something, by that time you'll know exactly where you're going and what you want. Okay. Let's clarify. Let's do the Moon. The Lovers, the King of Swords, the Ten of Wands. This looks like an energy of, I wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt, but I can't because the King of Swords is there. So this is telling me there's I would say with this one that you're living with a secret or something like that. That's kind of how it's showing up. Because you're like, I don't want to tell. I don't want to give it away. I don't want to tell anybody. But it's internal. It's like, it's connected to you. It's there. It's existing. The fact that you don't want to put it out and not, put it out in the real world, that's a different story. And it's hard. It's getting harder and harder to keep it there inward. Because I think this energy wants to come out, of I'm tired of living this secret type of a thing. I don't even know what the fuck this is. It has to do with a connection. So it could have to do with somebody else. Maybe you like somebody. I don't know. Maybe you're crushing on somebody. And it's like, I'm not telling. I don't know. I don't know what you got going on here. But yeah, it's harder and harder to hang on to this, to keep it down there. For the King of Pentacles, you get the Star, the Wheel of Fortune, the Death card. This looks like a restructuring for you. And it could have to do with work or something around work. Around your stability. There seems to be a breaking down so that you can pick it back up, potentially in a different direction. There's a change of directions here. What the fuck time is it? Why is it so dark out? Oh. It's past 4, so 4:30 it should be dark, I think. I don't know. Anyways. So a change of direction here for you, potentially. Maybe that's what these options or choices are. For the Seven of Cups, you get the Three of Wands, the Sun, the Ten of Cups. I feel like you're taking your time with making choices, making changes, probably, looking into all these things. I feel like you are taking your time. And I feel like you do want to approach this from the angle of what makes you happy, what you think is going to make you happy. Not even what you think, but what you feel. So that's why you're probably taking your time with this change or whatever is going on. For the Nine of Swords in your focus, you get the Three of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the Chariot. You're showing me a broken heart here, and it's yours. But it's challenging because not only do you probably feel the pain of that, but you're not allowing yourself to connect much with your heart because there's pain there. So it's like, I don't want to go there. Well, you have to, because otherwise how will you know what makes you happy? So maybe that's why you're taking your time with it, because you're not connecting with your heart. through everything that's going on here. For the Temperance card, in the recent past, you get the Ace of Cups, the King of Pentacles, the Empress. Oh, this is love. Oh, this is beautiful. It is attached to somebody else here. There's somebody by your side. It's giving me a sense of long time ago. So I don't know what the fuck that means. Like it didn't happen yesterday. This energy wasn't here yesterday necessarily for you. It could be physically that they're still here or that they were here yesterday. But this type of an energy, specific type of an energy of true love being at play there and existing was definitely in your life. But I don't feel like, 2 days ago or it's giving me a sense of a long time ago, which I don't know what the fuck that means. That could mean 2 years ago. That could mean 10 years ago. That could mean 20 years ago. I don't fucking know. But this is a time that is recognized as I was happy there. This pain wasn't there. Could have been there, but not to the surface. Because this pain could have been something that you carried most of your life. I don't know. But in there, it wasn't felt. For the Ace of Swords in your strength, you get the Knight of Wands, the Nine of Swords, the Nine of Cups. You get some energy surrounding you here that are interacting with you. You are interacting in return with those energies. And they are being surrounded by... Oh, I hate when this shows up like this. A little bit of, shallow type of, I love you so much. I can't even explain it. Like somebody's being nice or there's a facade to all of this. It's not genuine, but you're responding to it in the same way. It's like, yeah, I know. It's, it's, I love you. I love you too. So much. Oh my God. Yeah. That type of, you know what I mean? It's not genuine. It's okay. I don't know what that is, but I do see it around you at this moment in time. So it's not all of the energy that surrounds you, but it's part of, it's there somewhere. This whole kind of surfacey or superficial type of, oh, you're my best friend forever until tomorrow when you do something. And then, yeah, you hurt me. You suck as a best friend. I don't fucking know. For the Knight of Pentacles in the immediate future, you get the Page of Swords, the Six of Pentacles, the Devil. You're trying to work on something that you're putting your energy into something. You're trying to push for something to work, something that's unhealthy. And you're trying to make it healthy. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that because I don't know what the fuck it is. I don't know what we're talking about. And I can't tell if is it something that can be turned healthy? Maybe. Sometimes no. Unhealthy things are unhealthy things, and that's that, So I don't know what this is. I'm just seeing you putting effort into something that's quite unhealthy to try to turn it into healthy. And it's either something you're part of. It's not something of yours. It's not like a bad habit or something or an unhealthy habit. It's something you're either part of or something that has to do with another energy. And it's like, okay. For the Hangman in the supportive energies, you get the Tower, the Two of Swords, the Four of Wands. Something's crashing here. There's a commitment that you're part of, and apparently it's crashing. And you're trying your best to let it crash so that you can then assess, is there anything we can pick up after it crashed, or should we count our losses and move on? I don't know. You're trying. You're not succeeding very well, but you are trying. It's in the downfall. It's in the crashing stage. And you're like, okay, this shit is going down, or ship is going down, whatever you want to call it. But it does get to you, It does get to you. There's a lot of stuff going on here. I didn't expect this much. I'm like, dude, you were coming from a place of la-di-da. For the Knight of Swords and the hidden energies, you get the Ace of Pentacles, the Moon, the Knight of Cups. That's why your energy keeps on moving. And it's like, because you are trying to kind of get through whatever the hell is going on here, which apparently is a lot, and get to the other end of it, in which you'll have something brand new, and then whatever happens, happens, you know, but it's new. It's not this. It's something else. Interestingly enough, as you travel here through all of this towards that something new, you are always connected to this energy that showed up in the beginning. Your little secret here, which I don't know what the fuck that is. But it is, again, surrounding another energy that you feel connected to, and you're keeping it a secret. You're not telling anybody. You're not even telling yourself, probably. I don't know. But through all of this, this little secret is definitely pretty active. You know, it's almost like a guiding light or something for you. Interesting. Let's do the Seven of Wands. Oh, that's the, I don't wanna, the Knight of Swords, the King of Cups, the Nine of Wands. Again, getting closer and closer to kind of finalize all of this movement, whatever this is, because I feel like there's movement in all sorts of areas of your life, but pretty close to home. But then your focus starts to get more and more in the direction of what's next, you know, what's coming after this. And as excited as you are and as open as you want to be towards embracing the next chapter here, you're kind of standing in your own way, which is telling me you're not allowing yourself to fully connect with your heart so that you can be out there in the unknown and trusting the unknown 100%, you know? So that's the I don't want to. I don't want to open up 100% to this. Why? Well, I want to, but I don't want to. I don't know. Something in me. I don't know. Okay. Let's do the Fool in the potential outcome. You get the Six of Cups, the Page of Wands, the Eight of Swords. You might be opening up to a partnership there. There's a soul connection that shows up, so part of your soul family. So you might be opening up to it. It looks like a good idea. It's like, oh my God. Yeah. But at the same time, as this comes through, as this feels like a good idea here, you're also starting to overthink instantly. So I don't know, maybe reconsider the good idea. I don't know. Just be aware of how this makes you feel, this whole situation. Because if the Eight of Swords wouldn't have been there, I would have been like, yeah, that looks good. That looks like a good idea. But because the Eight of Swords jumped in right away, I'm like, okay, I don't know how good of an idea it is when you overthink things, you know. From the universe for you, as a final advice, you get the Five of Swords, the King of Wands, the Six of Swords. You got some shady energy around you. I don't know where it's coming from, but it's there. Again, not all of it, so don't start cutting people out left and right in situations, and do not do that. But there's some energy that's quite shady. And instinctively, I see you already having a few steps back from that. But you're still interacting with it. You're still, and I'm not sure in what context. I'm not, it's around, it's one of those, you know, that, oh, you're so nice, and you're so great, and you're so good, and you're so da, da, da. And then the next day they go to another person and do the same thing. I don't know, that type of, ew. I don't know. It's not genuine. Let's just put it that way. You know? Let's do myths and mermaids. You get... Huh? Archimboldo mermaid? Baldo? What the fuck is this? I don't know, man. They got quite the language here. Arcimboldo, mermaid. And we got a little poem. Alone we drift, Distractedly, a party drawn apart. Together, we're invincible, a living work of art. At first glance, she's a pretty mermaid lass, gazing soulfully with her large pale eyes. A closer inspection reveals the myriad of fish and other ocean dwellers that comprise her luxuriant tale, combining to create a living work of art. Divination, the sum of your parts. Lately, you have been experiencing feelings of self-deprecation. Maybe you have been studying your figure with a dissatisfied eye, or bemoaning the size of your feet. What are you doing? You need to stop the hyper. Oh my God, you have so much fucking. This is the language barrier of my life. You need to stop the hypercritical analyzing before you sink any lower. You are so much more than a collection of parts. Other people do not look at you through the lens of a microscope, and it is unhealthy to do so yourself. Concentrate instead on the beautiful person you are as a whole and treat yourself with love and affection. Antithesis. Make integrated use of your gifts. You have so many positive qualities, but lately you've been neglecting some of them. If you combine your talents and abilities, even if they do not seem connected, you will become a more dynamic person. Stop looking at your feet. What the hell, Taurus? You don't even have feet. You're a Taurus. Anyways, that's what I have for you. Hope this helped, and I'll see you next time. Bye.